Good afternoon, everybody. This is Ryan from Interexistence, and welcome to today's Handpan Stroll. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. If you wouldn't mind giving this video a like and following or subscribing to the channel if you aren't already, I'd appreciate it. We do these Handpan Strolls around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube and Twitch on weekday afternoons, weather and schedule permitting. This has become our best spot for wildlife sighting, I'm starting to notice. Yeah, last week we had a little frog that was hanging out here with us on Friday. A couple of weeks ago I saw a crane right here when I walked up, and since then I've been trying to arrive to this location quietly just in case anything's hanging out. I got here last week and there was nothing here, but today I was walking up really quietly and I could hear something sloshing in the water over here. Actually, on the other side of the bridge behind me, you can see right there. I look over there, I got my camera ready, and there's a young buck walking in the water very quietly. I got a nice video of him and a couple pictures. I'm going to post that on probably YouTube and Instagram later on. Pretty cool. Rare to see it on our live streams just because I have the camera stationary until we're done wrapping up, or until we start wrapping up, but yeah, it was a really cool moment. So yeah, I'll post that later on. Nice to see some more wildlife around here. Actually, I think I was playing with something. Yeah, lost it. I was playing with something right before I started the live stream and it sounded pretty cool. But of course, as soon as you start recording, it goes right out of my head. But anyway, I brought the symphonic steel, stainless steel Iskra Milog Celsior today. I realized I hadn't played this one over at this location for quite a while. Nice to see the water levels back up here. If you go back and watch this location, probably 2-3 weeks ago, there was so little water right here. It's really come back again over the last couple of weeks. It's just nice that you can hear. Hopefully, you can hear the water here. I know it's not as loud as at the location we were at yesterday when we were right down next to the water. I love playing this handpan out here in nature. It's got such a sweet tone. The cell reception treats us okay today. I was actually going to go over to the lake today, but there's quite a bit of wind, and it's right from the northwest and the west, which means it will be hitting us right from the back at the lake. So opted not to do that, and I think that was the right choice. We get pretty well sheltered over here. Sometimes I've noticed the wind can affect the cell reception. I did see it drop a little bit a few minutes ago, but it seems to be holding pretty steady, so that's good. ending to my most recent composition that I've still been working on. I didn't do the beginning of it today. I did play around with that a bit this morning. Still haven't quite perfected the ending of it. Just finding the right way to sort of fade these notes out a bit. It's got such a cool sound. I really like playing around with that one. It's just something different from what I normally do. But I think because it's something normally than what I typically do, it's still kind of stifling me a little bit. Alright, well, let's play one of the compositions. My unnamed songs. Really should give those songs a name at some point, huh? That was the first one I came up with early this year, March, somewhere around March. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too much. Also, let me know how the microphone's sounding. It's the second day trying. It's the same Microsoft. Why do I keep saying Microsoft? Same microphone that I've been using for the past several months, but it's a brand new one. So I figured I'd try, see if the other one was having issues because it was older. I was watching back yesterday's stream and it did seem like it was a bit better. I didn't have to turn up the volume so much, which was nice. I also have a second cable I can try playing around with to see if that improves anything. But I don't want to change too many variables at once. Sylvan, what you saying there? You're also playing in nature right now? Awesome, good. I'm glad that you are out enjoying your handpan or your hung out in nature as well. It's a quite nice weather today. It's upper 60s, so very cool. A little bit breezy, like I said earlier in the stream, which is why we're down here instead of at the lake. But really comfortable. Looks like it's supposed to start heating up again next week, mid 80s again, from what I could tell, but definitely cooler this week. I'm not complaining. Hello there, Swissar. Glad to see you joining in today. Sylvan, I don't know if you were watching earlier on, but I said when I arrived at this location earlier before I started, there was a young buck right across the bridge over there. I took a couple pictures and video. Really cool. As I was approaching really quietly, I could hear something sloshing through the water. I thought maybe it'd be the crane again, but no. Beautiful little deer. Male deer, buck as they call it. nice antlers. So I took a few shots I'll post on Instagram and YouTube later on. He was walking in the other direction, not towards here. So that was pretty cool. This is becoming one of our wildlife hotspots, I guess. How we doing on time there? 16 minutes? All right. Like I said, this is one of our bigger stroll locations, so I usually try to make sure we're wrapping it up at the 20-minute mark. Third of my 4 unnamed compositions. I gotta just sit down and give them some names at some point. I play them so regularly on these streams. It was funny, I actually set out today to do a little bit more just kind of meditative type playing, and then I settled into the usual compositions. I feel like sometimes it's easier to flow with kind of improvising and meditating when I'm playing in the morning and there's not pressure to produce something that sounds really nice. Sometimes I'm messing around, it just sounds terrible, and then other times I get into some nice flow and it sounds really good. And when people are watching live and I only have 20 minutes to make something that sounds nice, I like to stick to what I know, I guess. Maybe a downside of playing out in nature, I guess. I guess it's less about playing out in nature, more about playing on live streams, right? Less about the location. If I was playing at home on a live stream, it would be the same deal. huh? Alright, let's go ahead and wrap things up. Yeah, you can always tell I'm always like, well, I gotta wrap things up, but it's so nice, I just want to sit here. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today, guys. If you wouldn't mind giving this video a like and following or subscribing to the channel if you aren't already, I'd appreciate it. We do these right around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube and Twitch, weather and schedule permitting on weekdays. We usually play handpan for about 20 minutes at various really nice nature locations in this area here. This is in Hopkinton, Massachusetts in the United States. And then I do a brief nature stroll depending on the location we were at. Sometimes it's a longer stroll and sometimes it's a really short stroll, but I like to show you guys around these spots that we go to. And this little brook right here is looking really pretty lately. Kind of sad to think that winter's coming up and a lot of these animals are going to head out. It's going to be a real difference with the quiet without the birds here when they head down south. It was so really special in the spring when the birds started coming in. I was so excited in April knowing that they were on their way. It just really brought these forests to life. So it'll be sad when they're heading back south for the winter. Nice little stream here. It's not as loud as the one that we played at yesterday, but still a really beautiful spot to play. And we were just here on Friday, for those of you who watched recently. This is where we were on Friday with the baby pan. I was planning to go to the lake today, but it's a bit breezy and there would have been really a lot of wind noise. So, opted not to. This is our little tree that's getting destroyed by ants. One of these days it's going to come down, I bet. Alright, I'll go stroll through the ferns over here. Just a lot nicer than strolling through the poison ivy at the spot that we were at yesterday. And once again, I'll show you the spot we were just sitting at. Right over there. Quiet little spot I found a few months ago. I've been coming back to it ever since. So I realized we could sit right down there next to the brook and have nice cell reception. Basically a weekly spot. Those crickets have been really active over the last few weeks. Suddenly came out of nowhere. They're quiet all summer long and then just really been noisy over the last couple of weeks, all day long, all night long. Added a nice ambiance to the live streams, I think. Even when I'm meditating early in the morning, I'll have the window open and just really nice to listen to while I'm relaxing. 24 minutes, so we'll look around here briefly and then head on out. I was noting these really pretty red flowers right here. We were here on Friday. A couple of late blooming flowers I've noticed. Our go-to spots the last couple of weeks, or the past week. Some purple ones yesterday, and these red ones here. That's where we're playing, right down there, to the right. And we used to stroll up this way on the live streams during the winter. The cell reception used to get kind of finicky through there, but ever since I started doing the handpan on the live streams, I've mostly stayed in this area here. And this is where I saw the deer earlier, right down there. Like I said, I'll post a couple pictures and videos up on YouTube and Instagram later on. It's walking right through there, away from me. Really cool. Let's go ahead and stroll on out of here for today. I'm sure we'll be back here again next week. There's some more of those red flowers right there. That's it. Not really an expert on flowers, so I don't know what kind they are. But that's a nice pop of color to this already incredible location. Back out. Sometimes it shows me like the exact amount that I'm zoomed in, and I can just press it and pop it back to normal for me. We're still zoomed in a little bit. Anyway, let's go ahead and stroll out of here. Yeah, thanks, Swiss R. Glad you enjoyed. This is the duck pond trail I've mentioned before. We actually did go and visit the duck pond once before. It's at the very end of the trail in the other direction. And it's too far to walk on these live streams since I only have a half hour. So I had to drive over to the other end of the trail and park over there and walk over to the duck pond, and it was very underwhelming. There were no ducks, and it was pretty overgrown and muddy and not all that pretty, so haven't been back there since. And all the cell reception wasn't great over there either, so there's this little tiny parking lot, about the size for one car, maybe two. Ooh, little snake. See if I can get him. Where'd he go? There he is. I don't know if you can see him on the stream. There he goes. Sorry for zooming in, a little excited. It's funny, I saw like a couple snakes over here, the same exact spot, last month at one point. A little bit bigger than that guy. That guy was tiny. So like I said, this has become our like wildlife hotspot over here. Nothing terribly exciting that we've seen on these streams, but at least I've seen a few cool things. I used to start the live streams up here when I was just doing the strolls in the wintertime. So imagine if I had started up here and walked down quietly, I might actually see something. Maybe try that one day. I used to do that all the time when I was first starting to play the handpan on these live streams. I would start like normal and stroll to a location and then set up live on the stream. But setting up before we start live streaming kind of gives me more time to play. So you're just sitting there watching me set up. So kind of a trade-off. Anyway, we'll go up here a little bit further and then sign off for the day. I should be back at it again tomorrow. The weather's looking pretty good. And I think I'll be off on both Thursday and Friday. So, only 3 streams this week. Probably bring the baby pan tomorrow since I haven't played that this week. But if anybody would rather me bring the hung, I could do that, I guess. Whatever you guys want to see. And again, if you wouldn't mind giving this video a like and following or subscribing to the channel if you aren't already, I'd appreciate it. We're just at about 100 followers on YouTube, so that's kind of a cool milestone. And as always, I'm interexistence on all the other social media platforms as well. TikTok and Instagram. Appreciate your support. Alright, thanks for tuning in today, guys. Hope you enjoyed our little handpan playing by the brook over there. Really pretty spot and a very nice day today. So yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Be sure to practice brief mindfulness moments throughout your day. And as always, stay positive and love your life. You know, the usual spiel. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Swiss. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed.